What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so we're about to get into some Tuesday scrims, of course, brought to us here by the Tonino Lamborghini energy drink. So, of course, for that first matchup, we'll be heading straight over in towards the Erangel map to see what the teams are going to be bringing us, and of course, you know, how they're going to be faring against each other. Of course, we have quite a bit of action happening as well over on the PMCO Africa side. It's all the players from SPAZA, of course, clutching out that the first chicken. I'm not sure what happened on the Sanhok map, but yeah, that's as far as I know, as far as I've seen. But of course, in the meantime, we're going to be heading up into the Erangel match over here. So of course, as per usual, give us your predictions as to who you think is going to be clutching it out in this first matchup. And of course, without further ado, let's jump straight on in and see which teams we've got in the lobby here for today. Right, so as you can see there, of course, we've got the players from the Natural Killers over in slot 1. We've got the Aces over in slot 2. Over in 3, we've got the team there from Resurrection. We also have the Agent Esports team over in slot 4. We've got MuFFiA over in slot 5. In 6, we've got the Mortify Elites over in slot 7. We have Kill or Die. Of course, we've got Surge over in slot 8. In 9, we've got the players from Lit Esports. We got the ॐBrahman, of course, over in slot 10. In 11, we have DEATHROW. And of course, the Unknown Sovereigns over in slot 12. We've got SPAZA Gaming over in slot 13. We've got the Raptor Squad over in 14. Shuku up in slot 15. We've got the Coochie Kings in 16. The Rotators in 17. Genocide in 18. We've got the players from ōBrahman. There you go, over in slot 19. Undisputed AE over in slot 20. We've got the players from S2 Africa over in 21. MasalaBomb over in 22. We've got one player from Psycho Gaming, and then of course the players from the Rebel 5 over in slot 24. Having a quick look at the flight path, you can see, of course, it's bringing us in from that Sosnovka base and making its way straight over towards South George. So very southwesterly flight path, of course. Now, well, let's see where the teams are going to be dropping down, and of course where that first zone is going to be forming. You can see already a few players starting to jump out, heading straight on down. The players there, of course, as you can see right over here from Lit Esports, heading straight in alongside the players from Surge. So two teams already making that first initial push. In fact, three teams. The Resurrection also moving straight on in to that Sosnovka military base. So let's quickly jump straight up into the action and see what we have going on between these three teams. You see all the teams, of course, now right over here in the Sosnovka base, just making their way around, trying to get some loot before moving on up to potentially get stuck into those engagements. Looking at the rest of the map, we have a bit of a spicy drop over towards that eastern bridge. Quite a few teams already just dropping down there in very close proximity, heading on over towards them. You can see the team here from S2 Africa now just making a dash for it, running off into the distance. We've got a few more teams now coming down as well. Genocide moving in. You can see right behind us here. Ooh, the hits now still just finding their way on up. The players up ahead there from ॐBrahman, just putting those hits straight on in. Just thinning out the competition, and of course in the water as well. You can see the players there from DEATHROW slowly but surely making their way around. So let's see, will the players from ॐBrahman be able to move on in and get those hits in, or are they going to move on up over towards the players off in the distance there? And of course being the players from S2. A few more hits now coming in over in that Sosnovka military base. You can see the Mortify Elites also keeping a very watchful eye on the water there. There we go, the shots now flying right on up towards them as the players here now try to move on up. But let's quickly jump back up into the action over in a Sosnovka base. Just hear the hits going off in the background there as the players from Res are taking up that position. Of course, trying to get some hits over in towards Surge, as well as a few hits over towards the players off in the distance there from Lit. So Maximus now up on the balusters here, making his way around. Got a potential angle over towards Vindog. The rest of the squad, of course, now just moving about, trying to see if they can get themselves into adequate positions to find some hits across. You can see Surge not just up ahead there of Nugget, not being able to find the angle just yet. Players here from Lit now still just making their way around. See Surge still just off in the distance. No crazy engagements just yet, but of course looking over towards school. You see the players here from MuFFiA as well as the team from the Coochie Kings just moving up into that position, jumping up now over towards North George. Yet again, we've got 3 teams. Players here from SPAZA Gaming are making their way around just off to the side there. We've got the players from the Aces. And of course, right in the distance here, we've got the players from UAE slowly but surely starting to push on in as well. Taking a few shots. Trying to get those hits in over towards SPAZA Gaming. See Lava just holding up on the opposite building. Just patiently waiting up in at the doorway there. Trying to get a little bit of a third-party peek going. Vanquishenko, of course, now keeping that angle on the opposite end. Poison and his teammate are holding up on this western front, keeping a watchful eye on the Aces as they are also now starting to move in bit by bit, inching their way forward. So Poison and Oblivion holding this angle. As we can see, jumping back over towards Malta, where we've got the players here. As you can see, this being the team once again from ॐBrahman. Right here, still alongside the players we saw them with not too long before. That being the players from Mortify Elite. Now waiting to see whether or not Mortify is going to try and push on in to get these hits going. Or will we see the same play coming in from ॐBrahman? Will they keep the position or are they going to decide to start pushing up? It seems like the players here from Mortify are just trying to improve their position, inching their way forward once again. Of course, always scouting for those angles. See Superbot now just patiently waiting up in the window. Trying to get a little bit of a better improved vantage point there. Moving up onto the roof. You see Spicy just up ahead. A quick few shots flying in. Superbot quickly jumping down in the process. Bunny also now slowly but surely moving up. Inching his way up to that wall. Up comes the first bit of utilities getting flung over. Spicy not flinching on that first initial grenade. Fortunately for Spicy, he didn't make it all the way across exactly. See one of the players, of course, just moving out into the open. Ooh, Lee now taking a few hits. There we go. Superbot managing to find those hits. Putting the shot straight in. Down goes yet another player. So only 2 of them now remain. Let's see, will Spicy push up or is he going to try and hold this angle? Bunny moving forward alongside Superbot. Up they come. Rushing right in. Are they going to rush on upstairs? Ooh, there we go. Spicy puts in a quick few hits. Bunny now patiently waiting, but of course Spicy is pretty exposed, trying to hold that angle, waiting on the doorway. Let's see now, will you make a successful push, going in for quick res there, but the shots of course now still finding their way across. Bunny putting some shots in, Vixen going in for that res. Seems like the res has gone off successfully. Now we have the second one trying to come on in. Oh, there we go. Wiper pushing up right across. Vixen leading the assault there. Heading on in. Getting hit after hit. A little bit of a defense up on the roof. But of course, with that down goes the whole squad. Getting sent right back on into the lobby. So ॐBrahman being the first team back. Let's quickly jump over towards school now. As you can see, 2 teams now starting to converge right here. This being the players from the Coochie Kings. Keeping a very watchful eye still right here on the team from MuFFiA. As they've now moved across from school and pushed on over into the apartments area here. Oh, that crossfire now taking off. You can see Onyx just trying to inch his way across as well. Ash and Amen already taking up position. Now we got Trev as the last remaining player in this building. Setting up a little bit of overwatch. You can see Deadly, of course, now right behind that vehicle. Oh, there we go. Poison finds the hit in over towards UAE. I think with that, they just got sent back into the lobby. So our next team getting sent on off. Let's see, will Trev be able to find his shot? Puts a quick one over in towards Empire. Deadly and Mean now just moving up as well. Trying to see if they can find that angle. But the rest of the squad, in the meantime, starting to rotate up. Inching their way up, inching forward. A lot of inches. But let's see, will MuFFiA get a successful push here and get the jump in? Or will the players from Coochie Kings be able to fend them off? The players are getting absolutely bombarded by the red zone, but of course it dissipates. Now the players have an opportunity to go at it once again with no fear of that red zone for the time being. The hits, of course, now starting to fly across over towards Trev. See the rest of the squad there for MuFFiA just patiently holding up on that rooftop. Ooh, there we go. A few more hits now coming in from the rest team. They're putting the shots across. I think that is right over here. Let's quickly jump over and just see. Yes, there we go. So we've got the team here from Lit now trying to get those hits in. Lazy, of course, getting hit in the process. Bones now rushing up as well. Moving in behind some hard cover to pick up his teammate Vindok. Now taking aim, putting the hits in towards Nugget. Few retaliation shots, of course, now being fired off in his direction as well. Leonidas and Jigsaw, you can see them just trying to find those angles. 21 teams remaining, 74 players still alive. That blue zone, of course, now closing in slowly but surely. Oh, quick scope shot coming in there. Maximus almost taking a shot over towards Vindog. Vindog just pulling back in the nick of time. See the rest squad now up on that mini map in the corner, keeping a very watchful eye on both splits of this team here. Few hits now again coming in there from Vindog. Ooh, Deadly getting hit by Trev off in the kill feed. So the engagements are really starting to come in now. Vindog just holding this position, not willing to give it up just yet. But of course, there's no reason. They are in zone, nowhere else really to rotate. MuFFiA, of course, now taking those engagements. Right here in school, putting in hit after hit, but here they come rushing straight on in. Oh, Empire tries to jump out the window, but gets hit in the process right on the windowsill. Beautiful play coming in right there. MuFFiA with a quick finisher. You can see the rest of the lobby, of course, are starting to rotate up. Got that red zone almost in dead center zone once again. But still, we see the players here from Rez and Lit just trying to battle it out. We see a lot of movement coming in here from the Rez team, frantically searching for those angles. The players here from Lit, they seem pretty set. No major movements coming in from their front. Ooh, keeping steady angles, and of course Jigsaw manages to find that first few hits over towards Bones. Vindok now just stepping in, putting a quick few hits in towards Nuggets. Bones just grabbing that vehicle and getting the heck out of there. Off he goes. Vindok still just hanging around. Alright, so now Vindog is caught in a bit of a tricky position. As his teammates, of course, now rotating up in it towards different directions. But Kill or Die, of course, battling it out with the Rotators right here on the edge of zone. You see Nox now up on the roof alongside Flash and Jones. Grizzly now also just trying to find a few of his own hits. Pictus now moving up as well. Out comes the smokes. The hits now starting to fly in through the kill feed as the teams really start going at each other. The Raptor squad, of course, now, as you can see, getting absolutely obliterated. Jones now taking a few hits in the process. Ooh, Nox now quickly just trying to move on up. MuFFiA taking a few more hits there as Juice. He starts popping the hits in, but gets knocked out in the process. The Natural Killers putting in head after head. So quite a bit of action now going all over the map here as the teams are really starting to push in. Really getting stuck into the action here. As you can see, the players, of course, moving up here from the Natural Killers. Up they come, applying the pressure on the team here from Agent Esports. Gyro and Hacker, the two remaining players for this team. Just trying to hold their position alongside the tanks and the artillery, but the hits are still flying in. Gyro a little bit slow to react to the hits. You can see some flares going off in the distance as well. Hacker now just trying to evade the shots as they fly on in from the Natural Killers. Ho, 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 ho. Down they go, the Natural Killers finishing them off. Alright, so once again, the teams are moving their way on forward into that zone. But looking over towards farm, we got 3 teams in very close proximity once again. This, of course, being the players here from Genocide. The players there, as you can see, from Surge, alongside the team from SPAZA. So 3 teams now once again starting to push on up. Ooh, applying the pressure, and the shots start flying in from SPAZA. Let's see, will Genocide rather be able to move on in and get a secure angle on the players there from Surge? Ooh, it seems like that could definitely be the case. Karina now putting the shot straight in towards Loney. We've got Gears now, the last remaining player, and down goes Kill or Die. Some crazy nades flying in there from the Rotators. You can see Nickel now, of course, just moving up. Ooh, Gears trying to put the shot in there with the Car 98, not managing to find enough damage. Also now quickly trying to tend to the wounded player here. Fortunately for the players here from Surge, they still have 2 remaining. But as you can see, Skilo, of course, well, yeah, Skilo is not anywhere nearby his phone or his device. But in the meantime, they still just trying to move on up, trying to apply the pressure. Surge now putting in a beautiful few hits. And that is pretty much the end for them, as their teammate is all the way over into the Sosnovka military base. There's no backup, no support. Man, that is going to be such a tough one. See the players here from Genocide, of course, also now down to their last remaining player. Right off in the distance, we got the players there from Lit now starting to move on in. Up comes SPAZA, rushing on in to get those thirsts going, just trying to clear the area as they move on in. See Vendog and go just off over towards that southeasterly side. Karina now making a quick dash for it. The Natural Killers sitting over towards the northwest. Ooh, Skuku also now starting to step on up into that kill feed. We've got the players here, of course, from the Unknown Sovereigns, just trying to make their way on up in towards that zone. See Titus now just heading off to pick up one of the teammates there, as a few of them are still trying to outrun the blue and make it up into that zone successfully. But in the meantime, we have a few more hits as the MasalaBomb team actually get in a few shots over towards Skuku. You see Tesla now just trying to hold it up. Here we go, the Aces now just lighting themselves on fire. S2 putting a quick few shots over towards the Aces as well. Oh, that nade just flies on in over towards Tesla. Ayaz also seems to be AFK. This is really a tough night. Not a lot of players making it into the lobby. See the players here, of course, now from the Lit Esports team pushing on in towards the Natural Killers, battling it out for control of the compound. Hits now flying in. Utilities getting sent off in all directions. Shots just flying off. And down they go. The Natural Killers claim the compound for themselves, sending the team from Lit right back into the lobby. But of course, now we are down to 15 remaining teams. You can see that kill feed, of course, just lighting up. Shuku on their last remaining player, as we saw out in the open. But unfortunately, no one is there. SPAZA now trying to put the last remaining few shots in towards Genocide and sends them right back into the lobby. The natural killers, of course, as you can see, sitting on 8 kills so far. A few more hits now flying in here from MuFFiA. They're battling it out over in the shelter area here. Team now moving up bit by bit, trying to get over towards Amen, but in the meantime, we see the Mortify Elites starting to push on in. You just hear the DB28 ripping it off in the background. Oh, there we go. Bunny finding a beautiful shot in with that M4. Trev now just getting knocked out up top on the hill. Onyx, the last remaining hopeful for the MuFFiA team. Oh, firing off a few hits, but up comes the M24, stopping him dead in his tracks. Sending him back into the lobby alongside the rest of his team. But here we have the players, of course, now from Jinchuriku, battling it out against SPAZA. Deadpool, the last remaining hopeful. You can hear those utilities now just getting flung across. Damage starts to find him, and up comes the SPAZA team. Oblivion and Lava rushing up from the side, and they find their hits, sending Deadpool right back in. Right, so with that, we are down to our top 10 teams for this lobby. See a few teams already taking up position within the zone, as being the natural killers, and right there alongside them we've got the players from SU starting to move up as well. MasalaBomb right there on that previous drop. Well, Mr. Chubby over here, well, not looking too great. One of the only 2 players from the Rebel 5 team. So they're stuck all the way up in the north, and so far it seems to be a fairly safe position to be in. As you can see, no one really in a render distance. But the rest of the lobby now is making their way towards that zone. You can see the players there from Rez now also heading off of that military base. Heading on up, the players here from Mortify still keeping that angle, but now we see the MasalaBomb team starting to put a few shots over towards the Unknown Sovereigns. Ooh, very, very close. Let's see, will they be able to hold off the assault as MasalaBomb just applies the pressure. Lag now just rushing on in. MuFFiA Queen getting rest up, but getting knocked out right again. Ghost and Titus now holding up, just trying to stay alive right there on the edge. Oh, but the shots are still flying in. Up comes the utilities. Down goes MuFFiA Queen. Titus now left to defend. Will they be able to get the shots? No. Down goes Ghost. Everything now riding on Titus. MasalaBomb, of course, now just searching, and they find the hits, sending him right on back. That is not the best position to be in, though. Getting caught on the edge of that cliff, and the zone now just shrinking in on itself. The players, of course, from Mortify still need to try and find on their position into that zone. As you can see, the zone shift now just moving up over towards right the edge. Oh, juicy. Just tapping it off over towards DEATHROW. And S2 now also moving up over from that western edge. See Vex now getting spotted in the window there. The hits trying to find their way across. There we go, Mr. Super, but also getting knocked out in the process. So Vex taking a considerable amount of damage there. Players here from DEATHROW just moving up, still trying to find their way on into that zone. Natural Killers actually taking up a really strong positioning. They're able now to fight off in all directions, as you can see. Quite a few teams actually trying to move on in, and that is a really strong compound to be holding. Here we go, S2 now starting to move on up as well. They're going to try and challenge the players there from the Natural Killers, or just take up this position on the edge. Seems like it is the edge for them. SPAZA just up alongside them there. But still the players from the Natural Killers just ripping those hits in. Finding hit after hit. all over the lobby. But we also see the players here now from Rebel 5 right here alongside the Rotators. 2v4 as they try to get their way on into that zone. The Chubby now just dropping right down. Ooh. Down goes the first player from Rebel 5. Rotators really now just capitalizing on the damage in front of them. But we also see the players there from DEATHROW now trying to improve their position, trying to rotate on up into a stronger angle. Up comes the rest crew as well, just rushing straight on up into that zone. The Rotators, strangely enough, not taking any engagements. Ooh, there we go. Chubby now just capitalizing on that and moves right on up towards Pictus. Finds that first hit, rushing over towards Grizzly, and ooh, he's gonna get it. Will he find the hits in on the goat? Oh, just manages to not make it up into cover on time. But of course now you can see everyone now just rushing all across the region here. The players there from Mortify rushing on in. We got Rez moving on in. We got the Natural Killers ripping in with the shots as well. Everyone in such close proximity. Juicy also now trying to inch forward, trying to move up, but the third party shots are coming in off the side there. Oh, Sela just sending in those beautiful nades. Mortify now just battling it out in all directions. And with that, of course, the players from the Rotators get sent right back into the lobby. SPAZA trying to take up a position up on the side here. The players from DEATHROW applying a little bit of pressure. Hades and Poison are also starting to move on up. Lazarus and Heaven trying to put a few nades across. But as you can see, they're not finding the reach just yet. This, of course, gives a beautiful opportunity here for Hades and Poison to move on in, to find those angles on them, send them right back into the lobby. And that is exactly what's going to be happening over there with Lazarus. Oh, down goes yet another one too. Wow, 3 players down. Phoenix, now the last remaining hopeful for his team here, is about to slide off the edge of that cliff. The Natural Killers, of course, just dashing on forward, managing to fly themselves off of the side there. Down goes Vex once again. Ooh, the battle is on. Superbot finds the hit, but up comes Osiris, putting in yet another nail into the coffin. 5 teams remain, 14 players still alive. See Lava now just trying to find that angle, scanning the compounds up ahead. But of course, the Natural Killers have already rotated out, trying to get themselves into that zone. Here we go. Up comes Bunny, trying to get into zone, stopping right behind the tree. Quite a bit of a lineup of teams up ahead of him. Oh, the Natural Killers now trying to battle it out there with the players from S2. Phoenix, of course, just holding up right there down below. Gonna have quite a tough time to make it all the way back up over onto that plateau. But the Natural Killers, they haven't backed down just yet, trying to find head after head across towards the players there from S2. Up comes the reinforcements. S2 just playing the terrain here, using what they have to the advantage. The Natural Killers really having quite a tough time trying to get those shots in towards them. There we go. Vex actually finds the hit in on Sela. So 4 teams now remain. S2, we've got the players from Natural Killers, we've got SPAZA, and of course that last remaining player from DEATHROW. Pegasus not trying to send a few grenades across to potentially find some damage, but as you can see, of course, the players there from the Natural Killers quite some distance away from that angle. Down goes Phoenix from the DEATHROW team. 3 teams now remain. That is S2, the players from Natural Killers, and of course SPAZA. So we've got a 3v4v4. Ooh, Hades now putting in the shots over towards the players here from the Natural Killers, coming up with a beautiful third party. In comes a nade now from S2. Just bouncing off the side. Well, up comes yet another one. Quite a few utilities now just getting sent all over the place. Some hand grenades, some smoke grenades. Everything just trying to cause as much confusion as they can find. Up comes S2 now starting to push in. Juicy sends a beautiful one across now. Getting the knock in on Pegasus. SPAZA still holding their angle just over towards that eastern side. Vex now managing to fall off the side of the cliff there. Sela finds that angle and puts him down right there. So you got Spazzy and Osiris now remaining for the S2 team. Ooh, Natural Killers still looking very strong. And of course, well, they capitalize on that, putting the hit straight in towards the team there from S2. Now it is SPAZA going up against the Natural Killers. Both teams having really decent positioning in the zone, but of course now Lava just ripping straight through them. Juicy now the last remaining player for the team. Will he be able to clutch it out, or will Lava find the finishing blows? Up they come now, trying to move on in. That molly just flying right over his head. Sela, of course, are getting rest up, and down they go. A little bit of a molly and the AK finish to wrap things up, and well played to SPAZA, finishing off their play, as you can see, with 19 kills. Wow. Of course, we got the players from the Natural Killers finishing up in second position, coming in with a very impressive kill count themselves. 16 kills. Whoa. These teams are going absolutely insane. We got S2, of course, over in third place, finishing off with 7 kills. The players there from DEATHROW finishing in fourth with 4 kills. We got the players from Mortify Elites finishing up in 5th place, managing to get 12 kills as well. The MasalaBomb team, of course, in 6th place with 5 kills. We got the Resurrection team in 7th place. We got the Rotators finishing up in 8th with 5. We got the players over here from Rebel 5 finishing up in 9th place with 2 kills. We got the Unknown Sovereigns in 10th place. We got the players there, Deathpool and Teammate finishing in 11th. We got Shuku in 12th place with 1 kill. MuFFiA in 13th with 3. We have the players from Surge finishing off in 14th with 1 kill as well. Genocide in 15th place. Then we got the team finishing up from... I'll find it. That's Lit. Yes, Lit Esports finishing in 16th place. The Aces in 17th. We got Kill or Die in 18th. We got the players from Raptor Squad in 19th place. We got Agent Esports in 20th. Then we have the players here, Deadly, Empire, and Teammates finishing up in 21st. Psycho finishing up in 22nd. UAE in 23rd. And of course, the players here from ōBrahman finishing up in 24th with 1 kill. Alright, so well, there we go. There we have it. That brings us to the end of our first matchup here for the evening. Of course, looking forward to seeing what we'll be having in the second one. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll be back after a short little break. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Right, so we're getting ready to head on over in towards the Sanhok map to see what the teams are going to be bringing us in some CQC action. Of course, speaking of which, let's jump straight into the match and see which teams we have here in the lobby. Right, so as you can see, of course, we've got the players from the Natural Killers right up over in slot 1. We've got the players there from the Aces over in slot 2. We've got Resurrection over in slot 3. We've got the players from Agent Esports over in 4. We have the players from MuFFiA over in 7. We've got the team from Mortify Elites over in 6. Kill or Die over in 7. Surge in slot 8. We've got the Lit Esports team over in slot 9. In slot 10, we've got the players there from ॐBrahman. Over in 11, we have DEATHROW. We got the Unknown Sovereigns in 12. We got SPAZA Gaming over in 13. Raptor Squad over in 14. We've got shuku in 15. Coochie Kings in 16. The players from the Rotators in 17. Genocide rather, over in 18. In 19, we have Jinchuriki, that team. UAE over in slot 20. We've got the players from S2 Africa over in 21. MasalaBomb over in 22, Psycho over in 23, and then of course the players from Rebel 5 over in slot 24. As you can see, that flight path of course coming in from the northern portion and heading straight down in between Sami and Bantai. A few teams already starting to make those pushes over on towards the eastern side of the map. This flight path of course opening up everything, opening up the map quite a bit for the players to reach into all those drop spots that they like to frequent. But of course now we're waiting to see where the teams are going to be touching down, and of course where those first engagements will be coming from. It looks like Paradise is a pretty hot and spicy place. You can see quite a concentration of teams right here already, as the players there from S2 just get stuck right into it, head after head, now flying in. The players here from Mortify, ooh, under quite a bit of a fight here. The heads flying in, Aces off in the distance. We've got the players from Lit moving up as well. Down they go one by one. We've got the team from Agent also taking in a few hits, and during the process, quite a bit of a battle. So the first team getting sent right back, Agent Esports being that team, of course. And well, head after head was flying up between all these players. Was quite expected with so many teams in such close proximity. But having a look at the rest of the map, you can see the teams are fairly spread out for the time being. shuku, of course, now not giving up just yet. A few hits coming in that kill feed as well. There we go. S2 now on the prowl once again. Oh, down goes the players, getting sent right back on into the lobby. So Mortify Elites are done for this round. Can hear a few more hits still happening off in the distance here, as we still got 3 squads holding up in Paradise. So Lit now moving up bit by bit, just inching up towards the players here. You can see S2 just patiently holding up on the corner here. Vex with a little bit of a third-party peek. Let's see if they'll be able to hold Paradise. So far, they're looking pretty strong. Still got all 4 players remaining. But of course, the same can be said for the team here from Aces. They're now moving up to the attack front, right ahead of the players here from S2. Unknown Sovereigns also trying to make their way on up as well. Hearing the action, Pegasus taking a quick leap on to that rooftop. Oh, finds a quick angle. Down goes the first one. Pegasus trying to get that first in. Vex now just pushing in, laying down the fire, putting in hit after hit, but also succumbs to the hits in the process. Up comes Osiris trying to get the final few hits, and he manages to find them. Well, the players there from S2 sending them right back on into the lobby. Let's quickly jump over to the team here from ॐBrahman. As you can see them right alongside the players here from MasalaBomb. Give us your predictions. Let us know, who do you think is going to be clutching it out on the Sanhok map here? Few teams really starting it off pretty strong right out the gate. Quite a few engagements coming in from all sides. But now we wait to see what the teams are going to be doing with the zone. As you can see, of course, the zone has shifted over towards that far eastern side. So only a certain portion of zone is on the land. And of course, we got a small percentage of the zone moving up into the water side there. So slight limitation on the playable area. But either way, we've got quite a few teams still situated over on the western side. And a few more teams still to try and find their way on up into the zone. Players here from Rez now putting the shots across over in towards Kill or Die as they are trying to make their way on up. Jones, of course, being the first one to get knocked down. Look at Nox, Flash, and Jakalas moving up. Ooh, some shots finding their way over towards Mr. Rixor there. There we go, MasalaBomb now putting in those hits. Dizzy moving up for the Rez there. See Jakalas now trying to move on up. Leonidas also keeping a very watchful eye, but of course the third party angles come on in. Maximus rotating up to that side and manages to find those heads. Two players remain here for Kill or Die, and of course Nox puts the knocks into Maximus. He's trying to tap off the thirst there. Down he goes. Flash now still trying to find the angles on the rest of the Rez team. You can see S2 still just letting it rip over towards the Lit Esports team. Flash now trying to move up, trying to get in position. You can see MasalaBomb now putting the shots across over towards the ōBrahman team. Flash still holding up on the edge. Leonidas who's now getting ready to flank around. Seeing that the rest of the team has got their attention. Beautiful opportunity for a beautiful flank to come on in. Ooh, with quite a few hits going down over in Camp Bravo. Down goes Nox. So Flash now really the last hopeful for the team here. You can see the players there from SPAZA also starting to move into position. Coming up right behind all the action. Will they be able to get in those third party hits? Or will we see the players there from Rez managing to hold off the assault? Ooh, SPAZA about to run straight in to Rez. You see Dizzy holding up right behind the rock here. Good Jigsaw keeping a watchful eye on Dizzy while he makes that rotation back up in towards safety. Oh, Kill or Die now just getting hit there by Leonidas, and down they go. Manages to find those finishing few blows. Oh, look at Camp Bravo. Oh man, it is just starting to light up. Players here now moving in as well. This being the squad from the Coochie Kings. Up they come, getting a knock in on one of the natural killers. So they of course down to their last remaining player. This is Shroud. Trying to make his way over towards Juicy. You can see Skuku also now coming in the kill feed there, putting in a few shots. But will Shroud be able to make it up to Juicy successfully? As the UAE team now start moving in as well. Oblivion finds that hit in over towards Leonidas. The three teams now battling it out over here in Camp Bravo. You can see UAE moving in from the south. Players here from the Natural Killers getting caught in a very tough position, as the team there from the Coochie Kings are just holding up over towards the northern side. Ooh, Shroud has been spotted by UAE. He's trying to make his way around over towards Juicy. But of course... Ooh, down goes Juicy. Players there from Coochie also moving up bit by bit. Shroud now just trying to get out of there while he still has the time. If he plays it well, you could very well see the players here from UAE and Coochie Kings, of course, facing off against each other. Shroud just managing to pull out in time. So Coochie Kings now starting to move forward. UAE still keeping their position. See them trying to move up, trying to find those angles. Tiny moving up behind that vehicle. We've got Rez way off in the distance there over on the corner. Oh, their hits now starting to fly over towards the rotators as well. A few more utilities actually getting sent over towards Shroud. So they've got a pretty good idea of where he is. Some shots now starting to fly in over towards UAE as they're making their way through the compounds. Heading up building by building. Vanquisher also now heading on in. We can see Shuku just letting it rip as well, putting in shots. Oh, the rotators now getting hit by the genocide team. Tiny still just holding up right behind that building. "17 teams left, 53 players remaining." The players here from the Coochie Kings now making their way through Camp Bravo. Shroud not risking it just yet. He's got Tiny and Vanquisher right up ahead of him. See those hits just flying in. The kill feed just absolutely erupting in chaos. Got DEATHROW and Shuku holding up over in Painan. And of course, well, Kampong looks pretty hot as well. The MasalaBomb team just putting the shots in towards genocide. Sending them right on in to that lobby. But now we still have the rotators left up ahead of them. Quite a bit of damage being done to the team there. Let's jump back over in the direction of Camp Bravo. As you can see, the players are starting to move in. Oh, we got the Raptor Squad off in the distance. Hydra now getting hit there by the Shuku Squad as well. Tiny now starting to put a few shots across. We still have Shroud. More surviving. He's now just rotating up in between the cover. Utilities, of course, are getting sent across. Shuku and the players from DEATHROW just battling it out as well. Ooh, Rez now starting to put the shots in towards MuFFiA. Of course, the rotators also getting a bit of damage done to them. Shroud now just sneaking up from behind, putting the hit straight in towards Vanquisher. Tiny now rotating up, trying to regroup back with his teammate. Making his way around. You see that zone, of course, now having shifted all the way back over towards the western side. Skook is still going at it. They're not out of the woods just yet, and they find the finishing hit over in towards the players from DEATHROW, sending them right back into the lobby. The players there from MasalaBomb, of course, manages to find the hits in towards the rotators. UAE still right here alongside the Coochie Kings. Not moving out just yet, but MuFFiA are also starting to take up their position over towards that southwestern side. So let's see, will Shroud be able to make it up in towards zone in one piece? Well, the players here from the Coochie Kings and UAE just battle it out. Shroud stepping up with yet another hit. UAE now just rushing on in. Out comes Tiny and down he goes. The Coochie Kings manages to claim the victory of Camp Bravo, but they are not out of the woods. In fact, they're quite far from it. You see MuFFiA off in the distance, as well as the Raptor Squad. They still have Mr. Shroud over here to worry about as well. You see the team here now starting to move in. Raptor Squad taking aim. Caleb coming in with his AWM. The rest of the team trying to get on up in towards zone. The MuFFiA Squad, of course, right up ahead of them, also making their way into that zone. Ooh, the hits still flying up. But a few shots actually starting to come in. So we're still sitting now on 11 teams, but we have 33 players still alive. The Shuku, of course, taking that position over towards the drop. The MuFFiA team now setting up a bit of an ambush here as the players from the Raptor squad is hot on their heels, trying to find their way on into that zone. Shroud also making a quick dash for it. We got Amen now leading the assault here, moving up right into the position of the Raptor squad. And Shroud now up he comes as well, heading on in towards zone. Ash and company now taking aim over towards him. Onyx actually moving up, but Shroud is just on fire, manages to get in a quick few knocks before he gets sent on off into that lobby. Ash now moving in as the players here start moving up. Raptor squad takes that opportunity to start their assault on the MuFFiA team. Here we go, Ash now trying to get in a few Liberty shots as much as he possibly can. The players from the Raptor squad just battling with that blue zone. They've got one player already in zone. Ash now with a bit of a jump shot. They're trying to get that nade across. Finds the one over towards Caleb. But of course now ōBrahman is sneaking up the side. Finds a beautiful approach in on Onyx. Ash and Trev now just turning around. Ash still keeping a little bit of an eye over towards the team out in the blue. The remainder of the Raptor squad. But well, ōBrahman now just pushing up. Trying to get the hits in towards Trev. Oh, up he comes, puts one down. And with that, sends the whole team from MuFFiA back into the lobby. MasalaBomb, of course, now still sitting on 3 players. They've got a team hot on their heels as well. As you can see, the players here from the Unknown Sovereigns now just getting hit as they are also trying to inch their way on up in towards that zone. So got Titus taking position right behind the tree. Well, Striker is going in for that res. So 9 teams remain, 28 players still alive. You see Tamashi now just moving up, trying to see if you can spot any players up ahead. We've got the rest team, of course, sitting over towards that northwestern side. But they've run out of time. The blue zone is closing in. You got S2 now starting to take aim as well. Oh, beautiful shot coming in there from Tamashi. Surge and Shuku, of course, battling it out over in the southeastern side. Southwest, rather. You can see Shuku taking up position in the compound here. MasalaBomb off in the distance. Then, of course, we've got the players here from Surge moving up as well. Starting to send those utilities in. Dan-Man now coming up the side. Ooh, MasalaBomb finding a few hits across as well. Ooh, down goes Maloney. Dan-Man and Gert, the last 2 remaining players. Fairly interesting angle on the building, but of course, well, their position is known as that first molly. Now flies up from Tesla. Up comes the blue zone as well. So Gert is running out of options. He needs to start pushing forward. Up comes Tesla, trying to lure him out, but of course the hits are flying straight in towards Gert. Up comes Dan-Man. Barrel in hand. Will he be able to find those hits? Oh, they're right around the corner. Sahil and Tesla just missing the opportunity there. So Dan-Man knows he needs to take this engagement. Oh, will he be able to get it? No! Tesla puts him down right there. Players here from Res now starting to take aim over towards MasalaBomb as they are also trying to rotate into that zone. S2, of course, now taking aim over on the northern side. You see those shots coming in the kill feed. Oh, the players there from SPAZA trying to inch their way on up. Oh, what a play this is coming in from Dizzy. The Raptor squad caught in a very interesting position up on the hill. Usually a little bit of a stronger position to be holding, but the rest team just laying down the fire. Causing quite a bit of damage. Everyone, of course, trying to make their way on over towards that zone as the blue zone is heading up once again. The Raptor Squad now out in the open. Beautiful shot from Snowbro. Oh, but a bit of retaliation of flying in towards him from the rest team. The Poison now also moving up, the last remaining player here for the SPAZA team. Right on the edge of that blue. The zone is right in front of him. But of course, so is the players from the Raptor Squad. Ooh, MuFFiA now putting a hit in towards Dizzy as well. Poison, oh, gets caught out by the Raptor Squad and gets sent right back into the lobby. Jigsaw getting hit by Snowbro. He's been absolutely deadly with that AWM. Little bit of pre-spray in the window there. Unitas now steps out. Oh, beautiful strafing. Just gets the hit. MuFFiA now moving up as well. M249 at the ready. Unitas holding up right behind that door. Out he comes. Oh, as MuFFiA tries to go in for the res. Tamashi, of course, right here alongside the players from Skuku. Ooh, the pre-fire. Up they come. Double squad. Oh, double duo squaddy. Moves in and finds the hits. Oh, 4 teams remain. S2, of course, now making their way on in from the north. Heading down the hill, we got Skuku right up ahead of them. The team from Rez right alongside them. And of course, Psycho over on the edge. Pegasus doing a little bit of a leap off the cliff there. Ooh, right out into the open. Cyrus and Basic, the 2 remaining players here. Let's see, will they be able to get the move in? And the potential squad wipe on the Rez team, or will Rez be able to retaliate in time and put them down? Oh, there we go. Basic now putting a quick few shots in over towards the players there from Psycho as well. Osiris now turning around. Oh, gets knocked out in the process. Skuku still on the 2 remaining players. As you can see, Sahil now starting to take aim over towards the hill. Tries to get the third party in on Osiris. Ooh. Leonidas manages to get the hits in, sending S2 into the lobby. Skuku now being forced to huddle up in this little shack. Torres now making a beautiful comeback there, sitting on 3 players all the way through. Having that zone just play in their favor. Leonidas just patiently waiting on the side here. Sahil now the last remaining player. Leonidas trying to move on up. Finds the hits from below the building and sends them right back into the lobby. Well done to Rez. Making a beautiful comeback there with 11 kills and a chicken dinner. Skuka team getting sent into the lobby with 13 kills in 2nd place. Then we also have the players there from S2 finishing up with a very impressive kill count. As you can see, they've managed to rank in 18 kills. We got the players there from Psycho in 4th place. We got the MasalaBomb finishing in 5th place with 12 kills. Then we've got the Raptor Squad in 6th place, finishing off with 5 kills. We got the Unknown Sovereigns over in 7th place. We got SPAZA in 8th. We got the team here from Surge over in 9th place with 1 kill. MuFFiA with 1 in 10th. We got the Natural Killers in 11th place with 4 kills. We have the players here, Empire and Teammates, finishing up in 12th place. I think that is... I think that's the Coochie Kings, if I'm not mistaken. Finishing there with 4 kills in 12th place. We got UAE finishing with 2 kills in 13th. We got the Rotators in 14th place with 4. DEATHROW with 1 in 15th place. We have the players here, Hydra and Teammates. That's, of course, the players from the Jinchuriki, that team. Finishing in 16th place. We got Genocide finishing in 18th. We got the ōBrahman team in 18th place. Kill or Die with 1 kill in 19th. We have the players from Lit finishing up in 20th with 4. We got the Aces in 21st with 2. We got the Mortify Elites in 22nd place. We got the Rebel 5 team in 23rd place. And then, of course, the players from Agent Esports getting sent back to the lobby first in 24th with 1 kill. All right, so, well, there we go. There we have it. That brings us to the end of our second match for the evening. We still have one more to go, so be sure not to go anywhere. Of course, we'll be back after a short break. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Right, we're getting ready to move into our final match for the evening. Of course, heading straight over in towards the Miramar map. So without much further ado, let's head straight on in and see which teams we have in the lobby. Right, so as you can see, once again, we've got the players from the Natural Killers over in slot 1. We've got the players from the Aces over in slot 2. We got Resurrection over in 3. We've got Agent Esports over in slot 4. MuFFiA in 5. We've got the players from the Mortify Elites over in 6. Kill or Die over in 7. We've got Surge in slot 8. We've got Lit over in slot 9. We've got the players there from ōBrahman over in slot 10. In 11, we have DEATHROW. Unknown Sovereigns over in slot 12. We've got SPAZA Gaming in slot 13. The Raptor Squad in slot 14. Shuku in 15. In slot 16, we've got the Coochie Kings. We've got the Rotators over in slot 17. We've got Genocide over in slot 18. The players from I hate this name. Jinchuriki. That team. Over in slot 19, we've got the players, of course, from Undisputed AE. Over in slot 20, we got players from S2 Africa in 21, MasalaBomb in 22, and Psycho with one player in 23. That flight path, of course, coming in from that southwestern corner and heading straight over towards Impala. So very southern flight path here, of course, making it quite difficult to reach up in towards those northern sections of the zone. But we'll see where the first zone is going to be forming, where it's going to be taking us. And of course, as per usual, give us your predictions in chat. Let us know, who do you think is going to be clutching it out on the Miramar map? Hope you've got your popcorn and everything ready, because this could be a very interesting match. See what these teams are going to be doing. So we've got the Aces and Shuku dropping down over on Prison Island. We've got the solo Psycho player going in towards Los Higos. Ooh, we got the players right over here from Lit, right there alongside the Raptor Squad. 3 squads heading up in towards Picado. 4 squads heading in towards La Bendita. Man, this is going to be tough. Few more teams still just heading further north. But let's quickly jump over in towards, well, Chumacera to see what these teams are getting up to. Well, this is La Bendita. Almost Chumacera is just over towards the south. Give us your predictions. Let us know, what do you think is going to be happening? Who do you think is going to be clutching it out? Ooh, there we go. MasalaBomb starting off the action. That, of course, right over in Impala. The first few hits coming in there from the Natural Killers as well now. The shots flying in over towards S2 as Fex gets knocked out. Spazzy now trying to move up. Osiris also rotating up alongside him. Tamashi holding up in the window. Quick few shots coming in there, but of course Tamashi really quick with the trigger finger there. Got Amaria now also moving up alongside Tamashi. Dr. Grim keeping a watchful eye on the wall here. He's got Basic just up ahead of him. We see the players there from Agent also putting a few shots over towards SPAZA, but in the meantime, Spazzy and Osiris just putting up a bit of defense as they try to make their way across over towards their teammate. They're, of course, getting caught in a little bit of crossfires. The shots come in there from Dr. Grim. Tamashi also now getting hit in the process. Osiris and Spazzy now trying to rush over towards their teammates. Spazzy actually managing to make it all the way across. Dr. Grim finds a quick hit in the process. Up comes Basic now, still keeping a watchful eye on the corner here. See the Raptor Squad now starting to put those shots in towards Lit. Ooh, bit of spray coming in there from Basic, doing quite a bit of damage over towards Snowbro. Fortunately for Basic, Snowbro does not have a bolt action in hand for this round. Tamashi going in for the kill. Amaria getting hit in the process. Quite a bit of a battle here. Cyrus just managing to dip back in behind some hard cover there. Of course, finds the head in on Dr. Grim. Basic now starting to move up as well. Trying to find that angle. 2 players each side remain. Osiris and Basic up against Snowbro and Tamashi. Snowbro, of course, going in for that res. You can see the kills just coming in as the players there from Surge start putting a few hits in. And of course, the players from SPAZA also contributing to the chaos. Oh, beautiful fishing by Snowbro, but of course gets taken out in the process. Tamashi manages to get that res in. Let's see now, will they be able to push over in towards S2? Ooh, the hits just lighting up that kill feed as the teams continue to push forward. Dr. Grim now caught in a tough position as Osiris is starting his push. Ooh, a little bit of a taunt. The shots fly in. Down he goes. Up comes Tamashi. Really low on health. Will he be able to get those third-party shots in as the rest of his teammates just get obliterated? Little bit of parkour action coming in as well now. Tamashi now just looking for those much needed meds. Let's quickly jump over in towards Chumacera and see what we have as the players here from the Raptor Squad are still just holding up alongside the team here from Lit. As you can see them now starting to push forward. Up comes Vindog heading up in a hot pursuit, hot on the heels of Blaine. Terrain really working out in their favor, but over in Chumacera it is just absolute insanity. Not Chumacera, Labriera, Ladrelera, wrong place. Azar now putting a quick few shots over towards the players there from Surge, but that's only on the one front. You can see the rest of the squad slowly but surely moving in as well. We've got Akil now moving in, trying to take aim over towards Azar, just waiting for the opportune moment. Shroud also putting in a quick few shots there as well. Three teams hold up really close together. The shots find their way over towards Azar. There we go, almost getting the first, and down he goes. Akil now getting ready to move. UAE, of course, just up ahead there. Just holding on to their position. Akil now risking it as he starts pushing forward. His teammates putting down a little bit of crossfire. Blaine, of course, getting caught out in the process there by the players from the Lit team. Maloney now just trying to rotate around the back end of the building. Down goes Blaine, getting thirsted. The players there from Genocide also now just getting fisted in the process. Their punches lightning their way right on into them and sending them off to the lobby. We got Nova now starting to move up as well. Shroud finding yet another head over in towards Maloney. You got Cater just up on the top story here, trying to get in as much health as he possibly can while the players start moving in. The natural killers really starting to apply the pressure. UAE now also coming under fire. See Sela now moving up right in towards their compound. Up comes Nova coming in from behind. Akil already making that push into the building, just taunting them right there at the door. Sela now sending a few nades across. Oh, beautiful wrap around coming in from Akil. Nova getting knocked out in the process. Lots of utilities getting sent off in all directions. The team there from UAE getting sent right back into the lobby. Got Kater now just up on the window here. Two players down in front of him. Sela now starting his approach. Shroud now moving up. Could potentially move in to get those reses going. Sela just waiting downstairs. Kater trying to get that angle. You can hear that molly being prepped. Oh, but he gets caught in the molly. Down he goes. What a beautiful molly that was by Shroud. Let's quickly jump back over towards the players here from ॐBrahman. As you can see them now just trying to battle it out against Lit. Potato Bang now just up ahead as well. Potato and Lazy, the last two remaining players, but of course now Lazy is going in for that res on Sinner. Oh, Potato Bang steps on up and sends them back into the lobby. 19 teams now remain. Picardo, we also see a few teams starting to move into that position as well. 19 teams in total. As we could jump in and see what we got going. One of the Psycho players, or the only Psycho player, also sitting over towards that southwestern side. MuFFiA now just up ahead of the players here from the Coochie Kings. Up comes Empire, starting to move across. The shots starting to fly on in. Oh, hits over towards Ash. Oh, but there's no place to hide as Empire gets knocked right down. Sandstorm now taking up position right on the edge here. MasalaBomb and S2 now also starting to battle it out. Mean tried to move up and got knocked out in the process. See Sandstorm now just putting down several smokes to provide enough cover so you can try and get that res in on his teammate. Manu now still keeping a watchful eye. Ooh, MasalaBomb and S2 just battling it out as well. Ooh, down goes Mean. Empire, of course, getting rest up in the process. Ash now just fishing for a few shots. Empire manages to get a little bit of health in. Sandstorm now moving up, and you can see the MuFFiA team now getting ready to push forward. Starting to spread out. Here we go, Ash now still just fishing for a few hits. Seeing those rotations, but not really being able to find the angle. Kill or Die now starting to move up from behind MuFFiA Queen. Oh, that was a bit of a rip. That, of course, happening right there on the drop. Let's see if we can get in on any of that action. Look at the players here from the Unknown Sovereigns now battling it out with the team there from the Mortify Elites. See that vehicle, of course, now being parked in a very interesting position right on top of the drop. Guess it provides a little bit of extra cover. You can see Ghost and Striker both now just trying to hold up their positions. These two being the last remaining players for the Unknown Sovereigns. So Striker just trying to see if he can find a shot. Full squad up ahead. Oh. Such a touch and go situation. Can he find that shot? Oh, just misses. Oh, but Bunny comes in with the accuracy. The Car 98 knocks him right down, and well, pretty sure he's going to be thirsted anytime soon. Back up to the players here from the Coochie Kings. They're still holding their position, but we've got another squad that has, of course, now started to move in. That being the team there from Kill or Die. You can see them up on the hill. Firing off a few shots. Manu finds a head over in towards Flash. This, of course, being a very exposed region. Not a lot of hard cover for the Kill or Die team here. MuFFiA and the players there from Coochie Kings really just capitalizing on that. Here we go, Nox trying to move forward. G.I. Joe trying to find a few shots over towards Ash. Nox, let's see, will he get a successful rotate? Oh, he's moving up. Trev right up ahead of him. Finds the angle and stops him dead in his tracks. Sends him right off into that lobby. So not the most ideal position for Kill or Die to be moving on up into. But of course, you can see the rest of the lobby. They're all starting to make their way on into that zone. The zone just shrinking in on itself. Not taking up position in dead center of the map. A few shots still flying up. So Manu taking aim over towards Flash. Jones Was right there on the edge. But we see Sandstorm actually putting the shots in towards the MuFFiA team. Empire taking up position on the roof. Really good overwatch spot here. See Jones and Co now getting ready to move up as well. Out comes the M16. Shots flying over towards Jones. Ooh. Jones just manages to escape that one. Ooh, the Rotators are also now starting to take a bit of an engagement. Putting some shots across as well. You can see right up ahead of them. The players there from Agent. Ooh, Ace now also bringing in a few shots. Quite a bit of a battle happening all across the map. Let's try and jump over towards the players here from Lit as they are now just battling it out for control. Ace is now just pushing on in. That zone, of course, about to move up in the next 20 seconds or so. So they're running out of time. They need to conclude this fight. Oh, down goes Dilligaff. Oh, Mayhem now the last remaining player for the Aces. The Lit Esports team really starting to push on in, and they find the hit, sending the Aces back into the lobby. Teams now, of course, starting to converge over in San Martin, as that is the central portion of the zone. Everyone's trying to get into some decent positioning. Ooh, but that red zone, of course, right here on Kill or Die. Out in the open, the MuFFiA team now also starting to move about within their compound here. Not rotating out just yet. See that blue zone also now starting to make its way in. Ooh, the players here from the Mortify Elites moving up right behind the players from Shuku. Tesla just up ahead. Bunny giving us a quick bunny hop there, making his way forward. Car 98 in hand. So 3 players still remain for the Shuku team. Ooh, nice shot over in towards Superbot. Just missing that second one. This is where Tesla needs to be very careful. Ooh. He'll glitch in favor there of Wiper. Tesla, of course, expending quite a bit of ammo. Trying to get those hits in. Ooh, finds one once again over towards Superbot. Alright, so Bunny the next target. Wiper still just holding up behind that tree. So far, Shuku is doing a fairly decent job at keeping the players from the Mortify Elites just outside of zone. Oh, the hits now starting to fly over towards Tesla, finding their spot. Riz now quickly trying to heal up. Ayaz also now right there alongside Riz. See that blue zone, of course, now forcing the players forward. Oh, the shots now starting to fly on in. Tesla not doing too bad with that spray though, but of course the players there from Mortify just managing to make their way around the terrain. A bit of a showdown, of course, happening up in the north here between the players from Jinchuriki. There we go. I'm going to struggle with that for a while. And of course the players here from, well, DEATHROW just up ahead of them. Deadpool, the last remaining player. Let's see, will he be able to get the clutch? Or will DEATHROW send him right back? Oh, tries to jump out. But they're onto him. Up they come, rushing on in. Oh, the shots fly up. Oh, down he goes. Shuku is still battling it out. They're now starting to make a quick dash for zone. You can see Superbot, of course, getting knocked out in the process in the rotation. We've got Vixen now trying to move on in. They've managed to make it up into zone. super bot, of course, not just slowly but surely bleeding out. Ooh, Kilo die now, also starting a bit of a fight here. Putting the shots in towards MuFFiA as the team start rotating out of Picano. Oh, Ash now just succumbing to the shots there from G.I. Joe. Here we go, UAE and Genocide also now in the kill feed. MuFFiA just holding this position, but of course they need to try and move up further towards the north. Starting to see a bit of a convergence on the outlying regions of the zone. No one really pushing up in towards center zone just yet, but of course our only player there from Psycho has managed to move all the way up in towards the playable area. We still have the team here, of course, from the DEATHROW team all the way up in the north now. That zone had shifted down over towards that western side. Got Lit and the Rotators in very close proximity. Right on the edge of Power Station. Power Grid. Right, here they come, moving up. Lit is starting to push. Coming in with a 2-2 split. We see Potato Bang on the one side alongside Vindog. And of course on the other we've got Lazy and Sinner. We got Ghost also just off to that southwestern side. Ooh, the shots flying in. Oh, Grizzly gets caught out in the open. Hiding from the one side, and the shots come in from behind. The 2-2 split really playing off. But now up they come once again, pushing in. They've gone from a 2-2 split up into a full squad split. Up they come, pushing up, applying the pressure. Got Mickey just up ahead. Up comes Vindog, now rotating into their position. Not wasting a moment, rushing straight out of the vehicle, finds the shots and sends them packing. Down they go. Bit of a showdown, of course, happening up in the north, as well as the players here from Shuku find those hits in towards the players there from the Mortify Elites. Now we're seeing the team once again from the Coochie Kings holding up right alongside SPAZA. Bit of damage, of course, being done towards Mr. Sandstorm over there. So we've got Hades and Lava, the two remaining players. Let's see, will they be able to get the dub? Sends off a nade there to no avail. But Ayashi getting ready to move in. Empire keeping the angle on the side. Ooh, but they're getting flanked. Lava is inching forward. Sends it off. Will it make it? Oh, just misses. That was really, really close. Now up they come once again. Hades and Lava getting ready to push. So quite a few nades now, just trying to get them to flinch. Hades now just rushing on up. Empire steps out. Lava comes in with a quick save. Oh, down goes Bariachi, and the whole squad gets wiped out by Lava. Well done, well played. Right now we, of course, have the players here from Lit going toe-to-toe once again with the natural killers. Down goes Potato Bang. See Vindog and Lazy now trying to push up as well. Sela and teammates now just trying to hold up the front. A few third-party shots coming in from the distance as well. Just hear those hits coming in there from Shroud. Way off in the distance. Oh, Skuku now also rotating in. Doesn't seem like they're going to cross paths just yet. Down goes Potato. Shroud finds another hit in on Ghost, but of course now Skuku getting hit. Everyone out just taking a bit of an alternative approach. They're rotating around them. instead of staying in the hot mess. Let's quickly jump over towards ŌĆ£KILLODIE, trying to land the finishing blows over towards the players there from MuFFiA, doing a little bit of damage. G.I. Joe now, of course, just tapping it away over towards Onyx. Trev just up ahead. We got one player also right behind him, sitting up in that southern position. That, of course, being Basic from S2. So MuFFiA and ŌĆ£KILLODIE facing off. Basic now just sneaking up right behind them. Slow, steady tap coming in from Flash. But will Basic spot them out? 10 teams remain. 28 players still alive. SPAZA, of course, not getting hit by that blue zone. You can see a few teams just hanging around on the perimeter of the blue. Hopefully they'll start pushing into that zone. Got about a minute and 35 seconds or so remaining on the clock. Down goes Sela. Lazy finding those hits across. Quite the bit of a ranged attack we see coming in here. Jones now getting caught out in the open. Basic not taking the shots just yet. First trying to establish where the rest of the squad is. Jones now just ripping it up with that Mark 14. Ooh, Basic is so close to those hits. But he knows once he takes this engagement, it's kind of done. Ooh, up comes the players here from Agent Esports as well. This might be the opportunity that Basic has been waiting for. Slow approach coming in from Agent now. Trying to sneak their way on into the zone. Basic, of course, trying to stay as hidden as possible without exposing his position. But of course, now the... Oh, it's exposed. Oh, almost gets the hit. Oh, Hacker just steps in the nick of time. But of course, now Jones keeping a watchful eye on the top of that hill. 7 teams remain. Hacker now going in for the res. See the players there from Lit also starting to move in towards render range. So we got MuFFiA, we got ŌĆ£KILLODIE, we got the players from Lit, and also the players here from Agent. Up comes the blue zone, the heads start flying in. Patience really paying off here for Jones. Ooh, shot after shot, hit after hit in towards Hacker. The terrain, of course, giving him a little bit of a rest there, but down goes the damage. Down goes the health. The blue zone just eating away at him. Good ŌĆ£Brahman, and now the last remaining player here for Agent. Everyone now getting up and stuck into the business. Down goes Jones. Flash the next target. ŌĆ£Brahman just changing from the one over towards the next. Flash now quickly dropping down, trying to get the heal in. Of course, ŌĆ£Brahman succumbing to the zone. See the players here from Rez now moving up. 4 teams remain. We got Rez, we got ŌĆ£KILLODIE, we got MuFFiA, as well as the players from Lit. Oh, down goes Vindog. Sinner now just holding up on that northeastern side of the zone. Rez looking really strong, moving up into this late zone with 4 players still alive. 6 zones deep. MuFFiA, of course, you can see off in the distance, they're down to 1 player, and ŌĆ£KILLODIE still sitting on 2. So Rez holding a pretty strong position, being able to cover quite a few angles in the process. Sinner now trying to move on up, trying to improve his position. Head on up behind some extra hard cover, but of course that means he needs to get closer to the Rez team. ŌĆ£KILLODIE also still need to try and find their way on up into a zone, but of course that means they need to run out in the open. Their heads now finding their way across over towards them. G.I. Joe tries to make the dash, and Jigsaw just finds the hits in with the AWM. Onyx now also trying to gain entry into the zone. Oh, Jigsaw once again with the AWAM. Now it is Sinner up against the squad of Rez. So he's seen the hits come in the kill feed. Fortunately, there is a little bit of terrain cover. Ooh, but now he needs to move on up that zone, shifting over towards the south. He needs to get moving. The rest team already getting their rotation sorted. You can see Dizzy actually just moving up on the ramp. They are now just scouring the area. They're trying to see if they can figure out where he is. Jigsaw and Dizzy now just searching. Scoping in all directions. Maximus has got a pretty good idea of where he could be. Sinner now about to get a hit. Just wait for it. Oh, down he goes. There we go. Maximus finishing that one off. And of course, they finished their play with 16 kills. Yet again, some crazy kill counts coming in. The players there from the Lit team also finishing their play off. But this time with 18 kills in second place. MuFFiA coming in with 5 kills in third place. Kilo Die finishing in fourth with 4 kills. We've got Agent finishing with 5 kills in fifth place. The Natural Killers wrapping up their play, as you can see, with 9 kills in sixth place. We've got the players from DEATHROW in 7th with 2. We've got SPAZA with 4 kills in 8th. S2 with 4 kills in 9th place. Shuku with 4 in 10th. We got the Unknown Sovereigns in 11th place. We got Psycho in 12th place. We got the players here from the Coochie Kings, I believe that is, in 13th place. The Rotators in 14th. We got the Mortify Elites in 15th place with 4 kills. Genocide in 16th place. We got Deadpool and teammates finishing up in 17th place. I believe that is the Jinchuriki, whatever that team. I'm going to struggle with for a while. The Aces in 18th place. The MasalaBomb in 19th with 3. We got the players here from ōBrahman in 20th place. We got the team from Surge in 21st. We got UAE in 22nd with 1. And of course, the players from the Raptor Squad finishing up in 23rd. Alright, so well, there we go. There we have it. That brings us to the end of our games here for this evening. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. Thank you to the teams for participating. And of course, if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it really helps us out. And of course, a big shout out going over towards Tonino Lamborghini for making this possible. But there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching once again. See you back in the next one. Have a good evening.